As a
Well,
first round
that's the
pick.
thing. You say out of nowhere, but like Sebas just said, right now, he's first round pick. We saw glimpses of brilliance during his time at LSU. Got that national championship. That's already one thing. If he didn't get injured last season, who knows how far they would have went. Um, I said maybe it was the freshman, it's a freshman year slump or whatever. But no, he didn't really get to finish his first year in the NFL. And now we're seeing him what he can do, especially with lack of O line, getting sacked most out of almost any of the QBs, all regular and postseason. He still manages to squeak out these W's. With Jamar Chase and Joe Mixon has had a 1-2 punch. Um, I don't know about that tight end. Reliable tight end. They definitely got a squad of players over there, and Joe Burrow seems to be the keystone that's at the center of it all. But I'm definitely impressed. I don't know if it was because Mahomes and company were just underprepared. They were just all kinds of discombobulated at home. One game before the Super Bowl, and they lost the lead. Uh, so I think it was more so that Cincinnati just wanted it more, and for rightly so. I mean, they're like how many decades removed since the last time they were at this final stage of the game, like since the late or mid '80s. Uh, so Gerbro, he's cocky. Right now you see him in post games with the turtleneck and the diamonds and shit, but for good reason. He could back it up. That's one thing.
Exactly.
He's cocky, but he could back up his play. Uh, but I want to. I think they, like I said, he's definitely the guy. He's the guy at Cincinnati. They can hopefully they treat him right, give him the O line he needs, and like there should be no reason that they don't contend like each and every season. For at least a good decade or maybe even more so. It's the new style of play. I mean, even so, I don't think he's that much of a running QB. He's just straight up, got that arm strength, that accuracy. He's got good instincts. I like what I see. I'm gonna be rooting for. I was rooting for them all this time as an underdog. Uh, Definitely was surprised to see Mahomes and company lose, but I'll definitely be rooting for the Bengals on the final stage when they face the Rams. Uh, that's my thoughts. I guess Seabass, what are your thoughts on the whole how Joe Burrow is developed from beginning to now?
Um, I gotta say, Joe Burrow to me is next to Patrick Mahomes, probably the hottest young quarterback. And I know everybody's gonna say Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Jalen Hurts, whatever. But we're talking about a guy that came in number one pick overall. Before that, he won a national championship and he won the Heisman. Not a
For
lot of
real.
players do both.
For real. No,
He's
for
gonna
real.
he's gonna have a chance to win the
Wow.
Super Bowl. Not a lot of players. I think nobody has won all three. But he came in.
Wow.
He had I think about 9 or 10 starts. He got hurt for the rest of the season, and he wasn't doing too bad. I think he had like 13 touchdowns or 14 touchdowns in those games. He had the team that was the Cincinnati Bengals and that offense that had been weak or lackluster for many years, looking like they had something going on last year. Whatever, he got hurt end of the season. He came in this season, slow start, just got on fire at the end. Jamar Chase was the most welcome addition to any team, any position whatsoever because he was night and day, just made that offense boom. Now, let's not take away credit. They have other receivers. They have Higgins, Joe
Yeah,
Mixon.
Higgins.
Mixon
Hey,
has been in the league for a good amount of years, but I don't think he's ever played like this. I mean, he was
because
also a
he was
high draft pick.
yeah, because he was
What was
always
that?
getting hurt. He was always getting hurt, and then
Yeah,
Giovanni was, remember, he was always like kind of overshadowing
taking
him.
some snaps from him. Yep.
Yeah, it was like kind of that weird situation. Yeah, but dude,
And
he was right. He's been rushing. He's been
he's
rushing,
been
and
playing. He's been running hard, and
yeah,
he's been playing hard just like that whole team. And let's not forget, that's just the offense. That defense is playing really, really, really well. Now, the Rams just came off of winning against Chiefs. A pretty good defense, a really, really good offense.
yeah.
We know what they can do. We know what they were able to do. But I honestly, the Rams this past game, they weren't getting a lot of pressure. They honestly did not get that many sacks in the game. Now they were playing a way better offensive line, I think, than the Bengals. Not that the Bengals offensive line is not that strong, but I think Joe Burrow himself, what he has done, what he is about to do, maybe if he wins this game, he's going to set him up to be just as big a name as Patrick Mahomes. Even though Mahomes has been in the league 3-4 more years, been in the AFC Championship 4 years in a row. I know that. Let's not forget the team he's had, also the competition, who he's lost to. He's done everything right. Joe Burrow might have a chance to do the same, especially if the Bengals team, which is young, keeps developing as well. And they're a little bit more well-rounded, in my opinion, as far as the offensive goes, because they can run it, they have the receivers, they have the offensive line, but the quarterback doesn't depend on the run or read option plays or trick plays or sidearm throws. It's just Joe Burrow being a pocket quarterback with very good mobility and a long chance to grow. As long as he doesn't get hurt again. I mean, if he keeps getting hurt and he's another one of those quarterbacks that has all the talent in the world, but he has no availability because he's hurt, that's another story, but we'll see what happens. In the meantime, he has a chance to win the Super Bowl in a couple of weeks.